Si mimi ni madhe? Si mimi ni mama mtoto? Siwezi kuwa sisi tunacheka Nairobi wakati Kasongo na serikali yake wanaua na wanatesa watoto wetu. Na tunataka kutangaza leo, watu wa Banana, tutangaza leo. Nataka kuwaomba ruhusa kama mtoto wenyu wa Kiambu. Mimi nilikuwa mama kaunti wenyu, na ile upendo niko nayo na watoto bado niko nayo. Nimepewa ruhusa na watu wa Githongori, naomba ruhusa kwa watu wa Banana. Nataka kutangaza kama huyo DIG ambaye anahusika na maneno ya kuua mtoto anaitwa Albert Ojwang, kama hata jiuzuru, mimi kama mama ambaye amechaguliwa Githongori nitaongoza wamama wote wa Kiambu tutoke nje tuseme Kasongo must go. Wamama hoi, wazee hoi, mutaniunga mkono? Kwa hichi hata jiuzuru, sisi tutatokea kwa barabara na tutasema one time Kasongo, Kasongo. Asanteni sana.
It's another time that I have to state it here categorically that Gachagua has also made another move. I once did a video at this Mukwa Times and said, if there are things that Gachagua must do, is to not to fight anybody who probably is performing well in Mt.Kenya and has a good name. These are the people who can make his image, who can make his campaign team to have good shape. In that they are going to bring an image of performance that the people of the mountain need and desire to have all through. The Mount Kenya people, they never vote for someone just like that. But they vote on two bases. First, you're not una kiburi. Let me put it in Kiswahili. Second, you're a performer. On the basis of those two things, you'll get your votes in Mount Kenya. Then now the third one comes in, the party you find yourself in. That's why we've got the brother of Gachagua, who actually ran on GNU and became the governor of Nyeri. Not for the first term alone, but also for the second term. And that is how we also get some other leaders across the country, especially in Mount Kenya, getting elected from different parties. Not based on basically their finance, but also based on their ability to perform. We have leaders in Mount Kenya who have been kicked out despite being wealthy. For instance, Kabogo. He was literally kicked out because he had kiburi. Despite being also indicating to be a good leader, he also was kicked out. Also, he had his flaws that also resulted to the people of the mountain literally kicking him out of office. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, the Mount Kenya people, there's a way they choose their leaders. So on this particular video here, I want to highlight on some of these decisions that Rigathi Gachagua has made that probably tells me that Rigathi Gachagua has made wise moves. Before I take you through, if this is the first time you're watching my videos at Mukwa Times, take a second or two to subscribe, like and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. Let me dive into the topic today. Ladies and gentlemen, Wamuchomba has now joined DCP party by appearance. She's in UDA, but she's yet to declare officially for DCP, but the fact is associating himself with the offices, appearing with Gachagua in a rally. It's a clear indication that they're working together. Working together. Who is Wamuchomba? First of all, I've done a number of videos about her. She's among the best performing women in the country, women leaders in the country. And probably, I tell myself that now, Martha Karua can retire peacefully because there's an iron lady that has already come up from the mountain region. Some say I might be hyping this woman, but if you check across as the members of parliament, she was named as the fifth performing member of parliament in the Republic of Kenya in the financial year 2024-2025. That was tremendous. Secondly, she has also betrayed a very recent principles that we need in leadership. If just to remind you a bit, when this gentleman was becoming a member of parliament, after she had become a member of parliament, when Wamuchomba decided to become a member of parliament and the UDA ticket, most expected that they are going to dance to William Ruto's tune all through. But when William Ruto introduced Finance Bill 2023, she was among the people who came out and stood firm against it, despite being a UDA member. People fought her, including even Rigathi Gachagua himself. But she stood out and said that this Finance Bill 2023, we don't want it. In the Finance Bill 2023, she did the same thing. Finance Bill 2025, she has as well pointed out some of the things that she does not want in that bill. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we speak today, the fact remains that she has a good history that calls for Rigathi Gachagua to work with her. Secondly, there have been recent separations. where we've realized that she's not publicly talking about Rigathi Gachagua positively or negatively, and she's not been going to the rallies Rigathi Gachagua has been organizing. Now there have been some quietness, some silence within the mountain region, by some leaders whom we know they are very vocal about Rigathi Gachagua. So the fact remains that when she comes out now to engage herself with Rigathi Gachagua, I feel strongly that Rigathi Gachagua has extended his conversation to her, and they have decided to work together and soldier forward to rescue the Mlima from bad governance and probably the general public. So therefore, as we speak today, that was a nice move. On the basis that, ladies and gentlemen, on the basis that Wamuchomba brings a certain presentation to Rigathi Gachagua's team. Now, the presentation comes as a result of being an iron lady, being a performer because she has been ranked as the best performing, being principled, and most importantly, consolidating the mountain. Now, on this particular video, I want to show you on how this is important. But before I do so, please, if the first time you're watching my videos, kindly don't forget to subscribe. My number is here for those who want to support the channel. Please don't forget. For those who want to talk to me, feel free to do so. Now, when it comes to consolidating the mountain region, Rigathi Gachagua needs such people. I said it before that Rigathi Gachagua cannot campaign in every village at the same time. But the local leaders, probably, or those who are powerful performers and also have been in power, they can help a lot to spread his gospel within the mountain region. That is what we need. That is what Gachagua needs. So having people like Wamuchomba, that means Kiambu and Githunguri, well taken care of. It is well sealed. Now, if Rigathi Gachagua gets the same leaders on board, and I'm talking about the people like Ndini Nyoro, that means if Ndini Nyoro comes on board, Muranga, done. That means that Rigathi Gachagua does not have to travel every day to Muranga, but at least use his foot soldiers like Ndini Nyoro to ensure that the mountain is speaking the same language. That is critical. So if he gets other people like now, the governor of Muranga County, Irungu Kangata, someone I personally believe he should be probably the Rigathi Gachagua, but he has chosen to be with William Ruto in the meantime. If he decides to work with Gachagua, that means when it comes to performance, ideologies, even manifesto, fixed. Because these are people with ideas on board. So when we have these things happening, these people brought on board, that means Rigathi Gachagua will be able to maintain the mountain fully behind him, DCP party to have more parliamentarians, and of course, together they will take William Ruto home. Also, when he has these leaders on board, and then he listens to them, there will be proper decision making. You realize that people are making sober decisions because most of these leaders like now, Wamuchomba, they have been making sober decisions when it comes to the choices in parliament. So that is what we are saying, having them in power, it's important. Ladies and gentlemen, also having the people like the leaders in power, especially the members of parliament, they are able to bring finance to the party in that they don't need to support the party financially in terms of direct support, but if they vie with the party in certain regions, they are able to finance their own campaigns. And as a result, they'll be able to win for the party in that the party has more representation in parliament, in the Senate, in the National Assembly, in the Governor's Council. So that is important. So ladies and gentlemen, the mountain has one task as we speak today. It has to be united. If it gets divided, the country is divided. And William Ruto might find his way back in 2027 to leadership. So therefore, it's ideal the mountain to be together. And if it is Uhuru Kenyatta and Gachagua, that's ideal. If it's behind Gachagua, it's okay. If it's behind Uhuru Kenyatta, that's what we want. We want the best for this country. And the mountain, it's the one that's going to lead by front. Because these are the people who are leading in numbers when it comes to votes. So when you have the largest bloc in the country voting against President William Ruto, the rest of the country will abide, will support, and they will be able also overwhelmingly take William Ruto home in 2027 together as a country. I don't know what's your take as far as this is concerned, but feel free to share with me in the comment section because that is the best way I get to learn and get to move forward, and that's how you can support this channel. See you next time for more videos. My name is Abel Mukwa.